See what's happening. Colossus Smash. Someone said Colossus Smash sucks. I think it's... Dude, I love Colossus Smash, but like 10%? Really? 10% more damage. I was expecting like... You know, you're throwing a global on the guy. At least give us like 30%. You know? Make it fun. 10% for 8 seconds. 18 second. Okay, it's 18-second cooldown. You can't really throw a 30. Just make it a 1-minute cooldown. Just make it really impactful. Stormbolt's biz. Dude, I think these are boring. But I have a feeling they might be biz for someone. Raging Blow. What do we... I mean... Using Blood Rage, Death Wish, Recklessness grants. I've never liked Raging Blow, to be honest. 120 from both weapons. Dragon Roar is kind of crazy. 25-second cooldown. Oh, it's slow. Oh, it slows physical damage to nearby enemies and... Oh, it's just 60% for 2 seconds. Okay. Wait, it's different though. It's 8 armor piercing. So it's like AoE Colossus Smash in a way. Colossus Smash used to be like armor pen. Yeah, this is like AoE armor penetration post. Thinking about Bronzebeard enhance or combat rogue. I think enhancement. Someone said enhancement's crazy. Stormbolt is probably gonna be biz. If I'm honest. Bulwark. Different. Okay, if the monster by dealing 25 nature damage to nearby enemies. Wait, what? Oh, it does 150% weapon damage. Perfect. You're gonna eat a Stormbolt for like crazy crits. And it stuns. Sounds insane. But on Ascension, okay. Bloodbath is insane. Okay, Bulwark. But this is just some boring tank stuff. Oh wait, never mind. They have Gladiator stance. But yeah, you can't go for Gladiator stance and this. Heavyweight. Your next mortal strike deals 30% increased damage. Has 30% increased critical strike damage. The critical strike. Nah, you would never go for this. Rogue strike. Okay. Guess that's just some PvE stuff, Fury stuff. Steel Slam hits 3 targets. Block value is further increased by 15%. Okay, that's kind of sick. Because they want to stack block value, no? You want to stack block value for bigger shield slams. Epic RE that makes your whirlwind put rend on everyone. Damn, that's sick. Wait. Oh, that's actually sick. Because I didn't really look at... I looked at the legendary ones, but not the... I kind of looked over them, but I didn't really see the epic one. How come you use Seal of Righteousness so much instead of Seal of Command in the 1v2? I guess I just got a new one at the time. New rank. I don't know. I think Seal of Righteousness is just... looks better. And also, I don't know if I had Crusader Strike, and Crusader Strike doesn't proc Seal of Command. I don't know if I had it that... If I was 44, more consistent, yeah. But it's also... If I was level 44 and I had Crusader Strike, then... Yeah, it doesn't proc Seal of Command, so you never use it with Seal of Command. Can you make Shaman's Alliance? I think so, yeah. Dwarf Shaman, yeah. Okay, this is just the PvE stuff. I think Gladiator stance is the most... Oh wait, Bloodbath. 6-second melee attacks deal 6% bleed damage over 5 seconds. Dude, can you use this with Blade Storm? Can we Blade Storm and bleed everything? I was hoping we could do that for... I was hoping Warriors could do that for Epoch. That's the move? Yeah, that sounds sick. But yeah, Gladiator stance is... I would definitely go for that. If I was going to Warrior, I would go for that. The Paladin one looks sick. You need to pay to test out Bronzebeard. You need a key, a key, yeah. Like a key to the alpha. And I got mine like, I don't know, 2 months ago. First your woman's giving rent to everyone, then pop Bloodbath, Avatar, and Blaze-Storm. Damn. That sounds fun, man. That sounds insane. Killer Command doesn't proc Crusader. Doesn't proc Crusader Strike. No, club. I think it's a bug. That's why that's why I'm playing a Warlock right now. Like, there's so many Paladin bugs. Alright. Protection Mastery. Boring, boring, boring. I guess we don't have to look at this. It's just base stats. Executioner Sentence. Someone told me this is not really... It's like lackluster. Someone said. Bronzebeard codes are on the Discord for free. The Ascension Discord. Do you think they work, Elias? Really frustrates me. Same with Win-Free proc with command. Yeah. It's just too many bugs, man. And hopefully they fix them soon, and then we'll jump back on the Paladin and get some absolute one-shots. Hammerstorm, this is just protection stuff. You saw it in the trailer. They throw the hammer. It just does AoE, I think. Oh, surrounds you, increasing your armor. Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. Out of the Guardian. High threat hold damage to enemies with 8 yards. Huh. And dude, that's kind of crazy. But it's 6 seconds, but you take way more healing. Wow. Bronzebeard free on release? Yeah, it is. They have multiple uses, so it's worth trying. I think they have lots. Yeah, okay. I didn't know they had multiple uses. Fuck. Then you could maybe get some, on my Discord. Unless mine were just one use. Yeah, because I was giving away Bronzebeard keys like 2 months ago. You can check that too. Healing, reduce damage taken by 5%. Boring. This is cool. So basically, as a red paladin, you scale with spell power. So yeah, your abilities actually scale with spell power. That's kind of crazy, no? But someone told me it's not crazy, but yeah, you do less physical damage and 10% more holy damage, and your stuff scales with spell power. I think you could probably make some crazy builds with it. Beacon of Virtue. Yeah, this is just the one from retail. Or some expansion, I can't remember. Twist of Faith. Boys, this is the one I would be cooking with. This is seal stacking, my boys. Literally the same thing as we had in SOD. Global cooldown reduced to 1 sec. Oh, I didn't see the global cooldown reduced. No longer cost any mana and have 10-second cooldown. It's crazy that you can have 2 seals at the same time. You can just seal stack. You could see paladins do crazy damage with this. Absolutely crazy damage. I've heard this is lackluster. Like, it needs some buff. What is it? Oh, it's Holy Power. I've always thought Holy Power was a boring thing for Paladin. Very boring. What is Gladiator stance? It's just one-hander and shield, DPS spec. So you can play literally just a DPS with one-hander and shield. Shaman versus Warrior, bronze PvP. I think Shaman's gonna be one of the best specs. Someone said. Glimmer of Light. Here's the healing taken from Paladin by 3%. Okay, boring PvE stuff. Guardian of Ancient Kings, resetting the cooldown of Hammer of Righteousness. Divine Storm while active. Cooldown is reduced by 50%. Increase your damage done by 15%. That's pretty good for 1 minute cooldown. That's kind of insane. But I don't think it beats Twist of Faith. Hunter. Gonna do a spec ranking tier list for us. I think I will once I've actually played the game. I don't think I can do one right now because I have no idea. I would just be talking shit. I have no idea what's gonna be good. I haven't played the alpha, so. But if I had, then I definitely would. But yeah, maybe a few weeks in, we've I've PvP'd against some classes. We've kind of seen what's good and what's not. Then I will, yeah. How many can you use? Of what? Can you show the rogue ones? Yeah, I'll go down. The rogue is next after hunters. Marksmanship, this is boring. Just some damage stuff. I wonder how the melee thing's gonna be, because I didn't really see a lot of melee stuff, apart from Deadly Bite, I think. Yeah. Back to the Fox. This is basically just Cataclysm Hunter. I guess this may be good. Consistent, I guess, but boring. Barbed Shot's the most boring ability in the world. It's the only thing BM Hunters press on retail. Boring spec. But some people seem to like it. I don't know why. Flare Strike. Power Flare that exposes a hidden... Oh yeah, this is just some AoE stuff. Dealing 220 physical damage. Enemies a hit are slowed by 30% and take 10% more damage. Seems like a PvE stuff. Damage increased by 25% on target. Yeah, okay. PvE stuff. Bleeding for 75 damage over 12 seconds. Increase the damage taken by Raptor Strike by 10%, stacking up to 5 times. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, let's see. Enchants active at the same time. But you can only have one legendary enchant, right? And the epic ones, I haven't looked at them. I'm actually very excited to see them. Because I only based my choice on these. The legendary one. Power Shot. Seems fun in... is there a longer range? No, 35 yards. Wind up a powerful shot, dealing 250% weapon damage to the target. All enemies in between you and the target. This sounds fun in BG, no? 1 legendary orange, 3 purple, and whatever blues. Yeah. These are legendary. Yeah, you can only have one of the legendary. You know, imagine if you could have all this stuff. This would be a bit too much. You know what I mean? You only get one. Like, if you go for Power Shot, you're essentially just playing Wrath of the Lich King with Power Shot. And some, I don't know, some epic enchant. And 1 artifact. Yeah. What's up, Healy? Welcome in, brother. Yeah, artifact is like... Smoke Bomb for rogues. Something like that. I think. Confusing for me, never really played Ascension. Yeah, you can see here, like 1 artifact, 1 legendary, 3 epic. And the epic are like this. Arcane Blast can stack up to 5 times. Yeah, so I can Arcane Blast AoE, essentially. Which is cool. They have some stuff on these things, but the legendary ones are crazy. Like this stacks up to 5 icicles, and I can put Ice Lance, and it just hits the Ice Lance hits like 6 times. Yeah, I'll show the artifacts after. Yeah. Stampede, we all know Stampede from Mr. Pandaria. I'm good, man. Been idling for a while here. It would have been fun if they gave everyone 60 boost on test realm and have all the enchants in test. I agree. The last couple of days, I 100% agree, man. Just to make the choice easier. Survival Master, just the same as this shit. That's Explosive Charge. Explosive shot deals 25% of its damage split into enemies. Okay. Oh yeah, explosive shot isn't an AoE on this version. It's AoE in retail. Okay. So yeah, it just makes it AoE. That's pretty cool. Cobra Venom. Stacking up to 3 times. Okay. Where the target dies, the Cobra Venom expunge, dealing 138 nature damage to enemies with tenure. Okay. I don't know, the hunter stuff seems a bit lackluster, no? I think, you know, I've always liked Hunter and Wrath, with Wrath talents, but I kind of feel like they don't really get too much from here. Maybe the epic ones are sick. Alright, rogues. Rogues. Someone was asking about rogues earlier. Zod, that was you. Alright. Crimson Tempest. That's good. I hate hunters. Same, bro. Crimson, yeah, it's just AoE. It's just PvE shit. Who cares? No, but I'm sure some people care. But yeah, it's just bleed. Fan of knives, essentially. Boring, boring, boring. Just more damage with your stuff. Roll the bones, dude. I've never liked roll the bones. I think it's a weird. I mean, you get it's very good. Don't get me wrong, but it's like another thing to keep your buffs up, and that's just. And then, and the worst part about it, man, is when you get the bad buffs. When you're rolling and you're like, oh great, I got the worst one. It's tilting. I hate it, man. I want the best buffs all the time. If I don't get the fucking crit, I keep rolling. If I don't get the Sinister Strike hitting 2 times, I keep rolling. So yeah, that's why I hate this stuff. But it's very cool. Dude, Kingsbane, I think. Kingsbane is crazy on retail, by the way. And I think Assassination Rogue, if Kingsbane's good, Assassination is gonna absolutely destroy people. Because they were Assassination was already insane. What did they say? Updates? Oh, people are saying like maybe it's high risk. Alright. You said the exact thing last time about Roll the Bones. Yeah, I know. I don't like Roll the Bones. Asa so good in Wrath of Lich King. Yeah, and they get Kingsbane. And they're very good. Let's do the math. They're gonna be insanely good. You guys know. There's no. You can choose between classic, model, and modern. Yeah, I'm gonna change. Oh, forgot about Shadow Blades. Wait, let's see. Your finishing moves have 4% chance per combo point to spend. Combo point spent to grant you 20% energy regeneration and 20% attack speed. Pretty sick for PvE, not gonna lie. Sinister Flurry. Sinister Strike has 33% chance to trigger additional chance. 75% weapon damage. The combo and generates 10 energy. So it's like, this is like diet Roll the Bones, essentially. You can get this from Roll the Bones anyway, with other buffs. But you get more energy. Leo, thanks for the follow on Twitch, my boy. Welcome. If you're a mage? What? Oh. No, but... Okay, wait. Shadow Blades. Shadow Blades is insane. Generate additional combo point and deal 15% more damage for 15 seconds. Imagine playing sub with Shadow Blades. Imagine playing sub with Shadow Blades, man. Didn't know how to remove the HD graphics. You don't have to uninstall the whole game. You can just go into the Ascension Launcher, add-ons and mods, then click on... Oh, really? Okay, sick. Thanks for letting me know, man. I was about to uninstall. Hunters can probably just add a bunch of passive shit and dominate. Yeah. Underwhelming for me because I only like combat. Dude, I love sub rogues. I love playing sub. I even fucking play dungeons as sub. I love Shadow Dance. And Shadow Blades make dude, think about this. For 15 seconds, you get double the amount of combo points. You are going to, with Shadow Blades up and Shadow Dance, you are going to eviscerate spam people. And it's so much fun. You know, I played with Shadow Blades and Shadow Dance before, and I was literally killing people in cheap shot. It's crazy. Using Shadow Dance causes a Shadow Eruption, slowing nearby enemies, applying 3 Shadow Marks using Ambush on a marked target. Allows you to ignore cooldown of Shadow Staff for 2 seconds. This sounds fun. Increase damage done by 6%. And it grants you energy. This sounds fun in PvE. This sounds fun. You're just Shadow Stepping around. Shadow Step to this one, gouge it. You're control. If you're a good sub rogue in PvE, you can do crazy stuff with this in Mythic Plus when you need CC. Priest. We got Smite Priest, boys. Just so you know. It's strong in Arena. Yeah, Arena too. Let's see. Increase your damage. There's a Shadow Eruption slowing nearby enemies. Yeah, I suppose it's very good in Arena as well, but would you take that instead of Shadow Blades? I don't know. Probably not. Oops. It sounds like something 98% of people playing it can't perform. True. Only Cowardly Alliance use the non-HD graphics. Oh, beef. Okay, Divine Star. I've never liked Divine Star. I've always thought it's a boring ability. It's just a boomerang, just some boomerang shit. But yeah, it's literally just a boomerang and does damage twice if it goes through the target and back. Void Eruption. I was very excited about Void Eruption, but apparently it's not that good. Someone said it's lackluster. I think Void Eruption is sick, but like, it's 10 seconds. 10 seconds, not great. And you don't get Void Bolt. So when you use this, you don't get Void Bolt. And Void Bolt is what makes Void Eruption crazy most of the time. Obviously, it's very good standalone, but if it doesn't get Void Bolt, not crazy. Boring. Oh. Yeah, boring. Halo. Halo's not really crazy. I think Halo is good for a healer in PvE. In Mythic Plus. Carry Visions. Devouring Play duration is increased by 12 seconds. Mind plus damage increased by 50%. Makes your next Mind Flay 33% increased critical strike chance. That sounds sick. This sounds good. Marks the target. Take 15% increased period damage from you for the next 30 seconds. Damn, that's sick. That's sick. Yo, this actually might be because Shadow Priest already scales with haste in Wrath. So getting 15% more damage on your dots is kind of crazy for 30 seconds. Dealing damage to Shadow with Pain has 33% chance to summon a tentacle of the old gods and wreak havoc on your enemies every 3 seconds. I mean, this is just, yeah, just void tendrils, just the tentacles. They are very good, by the way. A lot of the time, they're way too overtuned and do crazy damage. They either suck or they're too overpowered. They're kind of never in between. Heals for 20% of the healing done. The Holy Radiance. This is kind of sick for PvE. Holy Ascension. Yeah, this is the smite thing. Increases the critical strike chance of your Holy Fire by 20%. Casting Holy Fire increases the damage and critical strike chance of your next 2 smites cast by 10%. Reduce the cooldown of Holy Fire by 50%, and Smite triggers Holy Explosion around the target. That's sick. What's this server about? It's classic. Oops. It's literally the classic world. Wrath of the Lich King talents and 1 legendary engine. Just basically SOD runes with Wrath of the Lich King talents. Where is this? Yeah, so Smite Priest is going to be sick. Atonement is probably the best thing Priest's got. Atonement is crazy. Increase the critical strike chance, reduce the mana cost to your next flash heal, prayer mending, prayer healing, penance by 20%. Go up to 33 charges. Damn. Damaging priest spells have a 50% chance to cast an additional random priest spell for free. Just an additional random priest spell. Oh, I thought it was like... Okay. Interesting. So you can cast Smite and Flash Heal randomly. Interesting. I feel like rogues have multiple options for PvP from those enchants. I think so too. I think rogues look fun. Are you able to look at the mystic? Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, you mean on the PTR? Unscarred. Is that what you're asking? Did you touch on the druid? No, not yet. Not yet, my boy. But we got 11 minutes. Go through it. When you cast heal, greater heal, or penance on an ally with weakened soul, they increase their heal, which heals them and up to 4 nearby targets. Okay, this is kind of just some PvE shit or BG shit. Okay, not fun. Shadow Orbs, I've never really liked. That came in Cataclysm. It does make your Mind Blast stack up like crazy, but when fully stacked, Mind Blast consumes Shadow Orbs and sends a shadowy apparition towards the target, dealing... Oh, it's different then. Dealing 150 damage to all enemies within 5 yards. Seems like a more PvE, it seems more PvE. You would probably use this for PvP. But this seems like a good Mythic Plus stuff. What, we went to the Shaman Legendaries? No. Wish I could see this stuff online. Same, bro. Same. Oh, this one looks shit. Zealot? Yeah, it does. Twilight Paragon, increase the damage of your smite by 1%, increase the damage taken from your shadow or death. Decrease the damage taken from your shadow or death by 10%, stacks up to 8 times. Huh. Your Mind Flay and Mind Sear, Shadow or Pain deal additional Twilight damage, and Mind Flay and Mind Sear gain additional damage tick over their duration. I don't know. Undisciplined stuff. Okay. Yeah. Shadowy Visions just... This looks the best for PvP. Shadow. Far. Death Knight's not in the game. Now we go with the Shaman. Warrior seems sick, to be honest. I agree. Zug. Yeah. I like the Gladiator stance, man. I would be excited for that. Okay, we got 9 minutes. Pump this up. Boring. Earthly Guardian. You can tank as a Shaman, by the way. You can tank as a Enhancement Shaman. This is not really great, but it's cool. You can tame an Elemental, so you get an Elemental pet. We don't really know. I don't really know what abilities they have, but they have unique abilities, like this says. Guess we'll have to find out. Windlash is crazy good for PvP. I think Ascendance is going to be crazy for PvP. It just sounds too good. And it always is very good. Gladiator stance or arms for PvP. Glad stance, I think. People are saying glad stance. Flame Ascendance. Transform into being a raw elemental. Energy for 20 seconds. Chain lightning becomes lava beam. Lava burst cooldown is reduced by 50%. I don't know about this, to be honest. I mean, it's good, but you get critical strike damage? Because that's usually what Shamans get with Ascendance. That's why Lava Burst becomes so good. Missile Blast of Superheated Flame. The enemy dealing 283 Firestorm damage and then jumping to an additional nearby enemy. Okay, it's just Chain Lightning. Fire Chain Lightning. Cloudburst Totem. Very good. Cloudburst Totem is actually insane to catch up on healing. Healing Rain. We all know what that is. Oh, wait. Oh, no. They didn't get Healing Rain until Cataclysm. That's crazy. The Shamans get Healing Rain now. Lava Sweep. Release a fiery sweep of lava in front of you. Dealing 100% main weapon damage as fire damage to your target, half to other target. Someone said this is very good for tanks. Okay. Booming Thunder just charges up your Earth Shock 15 times. You can blast big Earth Shock. We've seen that before. Can be good. Random Shaman spell, bit weird. Special Healing Wave. Healing Wave makes your next chain heal jump to an additional. Okay, stacking up to 3 times. Pretty good for mythics. Legion of Nubs. Thanks for the follow on Twitch, my boy. Welcome. Windlash. Wait. Water Bolt. Hurls a watery bolt at the enemy. Okay. Taking 10% increased damage from Shaman's Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning. Last 10. Boring. Windlash. Okay. Strike a target twice, hitting each for 50% weapon damage plus 12 as nature. Damage increased by 25% of your weapon. If your weapon's enchant with Wind-Fury. That's sick. Basically a substitute for when you're playing two-handed Shaman, you can't use Lava Lash. Now you literally can. Now you get a button. DMC, what up, man? Have a question? Go for it. Stormbound Instinct. All shock spell now deals bonus threat damage. Okay, some tank shit. There's the chance to dodge. It's kind of sick though. Pretty good. Next shock spell trigger no cooldown. Yeah, because they can get instant chain lightning as enhancement. Pretty sick. Air Ascendance. I would be surprised if this is not the bread and butter for enhancement. Because Air Ascendance is crazy. You absolutely one-shot people with this ability. And it's ranged. You can Storm Strike ranged. Cooldown of Storm Strike is reset when using any Shaman, Shock, Lightning, Bolt, or Chain Lightning. Yeah. So you can Storm Strike, Earth Shock, Storm Strike, Instant Lightning Bolt, Storm Strike, Earth Shock, Storm Strike. It's crazy. And it's a 20-yard range. With Wolves up and Bloodlust. Sounds disgusting to deal with. Mending Tide. Okay. Riptide now spread Riptide to nearby. Okay, that's pretty sick for PvE. So we have Mage. Blood Mages coming in. What? Are these Bronzebeard classes? Yeah, this is the Mystic enchants on Bronzebeard. I heard Windlash was critting for like 1.5k at level 50. Damn. That doesn't make sense though. Because it does 25% more damage. It does 15% weapon, 50% the weapon damage and does 25% more damage. So it should do less damage than Storm Strike, essentially. Mages has so many good shit. Boring. Cremation. Cremation sounds sick. 712 fire damage over 10 seconds plus 2 times the total periodic damage from Ignite, Pyroblast, Living Bomb effect. This periodic damage can critical. Okay. Tame Dragonkin. I think this is cool. Mages can tame dragons. We like to see that. Frozen Orb, we've all seen. Just the Fingers of Frost. Rocking madness. I think Frozen Orb is going to be way too good to pass on. 40 seconds. Fingers of Frost. Spamming. Sounds crazy. That's on a 40-second cooldown. Sounds way too good. Meteor. PvE shit. Unless you can play... Wait. Actually, maybe it's very good if you play Fire. Because Fire is actually a lot of fun in Wrath. A lot of fun. Arcane Orb. PvE shit. Just a ball of orb. Traveling. That does AoE damage. Frost Bomb. Maybe it's good. But I think I would always... 12-second cooldown. Maybe Frost Bomb's good. Yeah, it slows enemies too. Didn't it stun at one point? Hope fires the same as Wrath. I think it is. I think it has the same talents. Like it has everything the same, and it will get Meteor or a Fire Dragon. or cremation. I think fire is gonna be kind of sick. But frozen orb 100% better. Yeah, touch of the Magi. Accumulating 50% of the arcane damage you deal to the target for 10 seconds and then explodes, restoring 20% total mana and dealing a cumulative arcane damage to the target nearby enemy. PvE shit. Wacky wizard. Chance to cast an additional random fire mage spell. It's a bit weird. I don't know if I would ever run this. Rune of power, 20% increased damage and cost your arcane blast. Okay, 20% more damage. Pretty sick. Good for burst. Hot hands. Pyroblast can also trigger hot streak, which is insane because you can literally keep hot streak up like crazy with enough crit. Barrage overload. Each stack of arcane blast empowers your arcane barrage to unleash burst of pure energy, arcane energy over a short duration, dealing 13 arcane damage. Each arcane blast stacks consumed by arcane barrage grants you a charge of barrage overload. Arcane blast casts 20% faster but costs 40% more mana. Arcane missiles store mana. I thought this was gonna be like a huge boom of like a huge arcane blast, arcane barrage, but I guess it's like over a short duration. Boring. We got warlocks, but we're getting updates. So let's log off. See what they say. All right, let's see. Wait. Increase your spell haste by 4% and your damage of corruption. It's just, dude, I don't like these. I don't like this on anyone, like on any class, because it sucks if it's best. It sucks if it's your best one, and you're like, oh, everyone else has cool shit. Let me run 10% more damage and 10% more attack speed on my pet. Fuck me, I'm rerolling if that's the case, bro. Soul Harvest. Too many cooldown. Appreciate magic damage and your pet's damage by 15% last 6 seconds. Increase by 3 seconds for each target afflicted by your corruption, curse of agony, and immolate up. Oh, yeah. Wait, we got soul swap. GG. Warlock's the best class. We got soul swap. Thank you for coming. But this sounds sick, dude. This sounds so much fun in a BG. Having soul siphon for 24 seconds. Enslaved demon, yeah. So we can get a demon pet. Sounds fun with as demonology. This sounds fun as a like. Yeah, sounds insanely fun. Your armor is reduced by 100% while you focus on taming the demon for 20 seconds. If you lose the demon's attention for any reason, the enslaving process will fail. Each type of demon has unique abilities. Okay. Pretty sick. Hand of Gul'dan. 2-second cast. Bit clunky. But it summons 4 imps. Hopefully it's not your best thing. I hate having a lot of imps, but maybe it's cool. Only saying what I read. Supposedly luck really not great on Bronzebeard, but what I know, I'll make them great. You copy your damage over time effect from the target, preserving their powerful duration. Yeah, it's just soul swap for 5 seconds afterwards. The next target. But also, I think locks kind of need gear. They need a lot of haste and stuff. Then you'll see them power spike. They're kind of like a warrior in that. But yeah. 25-second cooldown on soul swap is nuts. Endless agony. Dealing damage to drain life, reduce the active duration of cooldown of your Curse of Doom by 3 seconds. Damage to drain life, okay. I mean, is this a tank one? After a target of your Curse of Agony dies, any stack of Endless Agony will spread to nearby enemies within 10 yards. Okay. The damage dealt to the target with Curse of Agony by 2%, Curse of Doom by 8%, stacks up to 10 times. Apparently, Warlocks can be tanks. Or am I wrong? How much PvP going on? Yeah, I think so. With high risk, I think there's going to be a lot. Shadow Crash. It's funny that they got a priest ability though, but it's weird though. Like Shadow Crash is such a weird ability on a priest, and it applies dots. Shadow Crash usually applies all of your Vampiric Touch and Shadowward Pain on the target, which makes it good. If it doesn't apply dots, it sounds bad, even though it slows. Crazy Cultist. Okay, interesting. Same as everyone else. Bane of Havoc. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Even a retail is shit. It's very fucking clunky, but it's very good to get your dots up. But it's very clunky, yeah. But this. Oh, I can't wait to play Destro with Bane of Havoc, man. Damn. 15 seconds. Nether Portal. Summons Demon. Casting Soulfire summons 2 demons. 2-minute cooldown. Casting Shadow Bolt. Incinerate summons a demon. It's a shame, bro, because Demonology is so cast heavy, so you can't really play it in PvP. Like, you have to just sit there and cast. But it would be cool if it was possible. Oh, OJF, are you still there? What classes are supposed to be good if Warlocks aren't? Dealing damage with Incinerate extends the duration of your Immolate by 2 seconds, increase the periodic damage of your Immolate by 8%, stacking up to 4 times. You can get big conflagrates. I like that. Soul Erosion. While using Drain Soul, the duration of your Haunt, Stable Affliction, and Shadow Embrace is not reduced on target. Dealing damage with Stable Affliction and Curse of Agony has 8% chance to increase the damage of your next Drain Soul by 200%. But reduces its duration to 6 seconds. So, Drain Soul is already in Execute. Drain Soul is already in Execute, so that sounds insane. Not gonna lie. Increasing its damage by 200, so you can literally just one-tap people with this. Is what I'm reading. Because Drain Soul already does insane damage. Like, it takes... I remember, you Drain Soul a target, it takes for a lot if they're under 20%. With this, it just one-taps. I'll choose between Rogue and Warrior. Warrior, Mage, Rogue. Post the S. Yeah. Luckily, man, we can level faster on our alts. So if our main sucks, we can just change. Reduce the cooldown of Metamorphosis by 75 seconds. Reduce the armor granted by 50%. And you no longer benefit from a reduced chance to be critical. Okay. What's the cooldown on Metamorphosis? Because it's crazy. Like, this is... I can't remember what it was. Like, with a glyph, I think it was like 1 minute or something. No, wait. 1.5 minutes. So if you could get Metamorphosis on like 45-second cooldown. Sounds nasty. Three-minute default. And then you get a glyph, no? You get a glyph to reduce it, and then you can use this. Pose it. You can get it down. If you like Destruction, Shadow Bolt can be insane. Really? Where was this thing? Here. Casting Shadow Bolt and Incinerate summons a demon to... Oh, Incinerate. But casting Soulfire summons 2 demons. The problem is, man, you don't really cast Soulfire as a... I mean, you can, but you don't really cast Soulfire as a Destro Warlock. Do it as a demo. But I guess if I can summon demons, this actually might be very good. Soul Harvest. Yeah, now that I think about it, like, I guess this could be very good as a Destro Warlock. This could actually be insane as a Destro Warlock. You can get like a Soulfire. You can get like crazy burst with Chaos Bolt, and then it just throws another one, or a Soulfire. But very RNG. Alright. Druids. Efflorescence. Applies rejuvenation for 5 targets. Okay, this is basically Mythic Plus stuff. Boring. 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 Okay. Iron Fur. Guardian Druid. The application has individual duration. Probably, I mean, it's 3 charges, 10-second recharge. Pretty good. Reducing physical damage taken by 10%, dealing. Okay. AoE stuff. Or Bear Druid. Is anyone interested in Bear Druid? Sunfire. Sunfire just comes instead of Insect Swarm, I guess. But I wonder if they run Insect Swarm, Sunfire, and Moonfire. And will just be insanely annoying. They already... No, never mind. Didn't. Next Mangle Bear deals 20% increased damage and 50% increased threat. Your next Fairy Fire reduces the physical damage taken by... Reduces your physical damage taken by 5% for 4 seconds. Some tank shit. Okay. Overflow, casting Noise, Regrowth, reduce the cast time and mana cost of your next Healing Touch by 10 seconds, stacking up to 3. Fully stacks your next Healing Touch, overflows, healing 3 allies. Oh, okay. 30% amount. Okay, it sounds like the Paladin AoE heal thing from Epoch. Pretty cool. Okay, this same as everyone. 20% chance per combo point to grant you Wrathful Strikes. Your next... Oh, yeah. Someone said this was good. Does good damage. Cast Wrath in cat form. Instant. Like, kind of like... Feral Druids are getting... what's it called? The Shaman thing. Maelstrom. Flow of Life. Okay. Hot. Touch Balloon. Place the touch balloon on an enemy for the next 15 seconds. All damage dealt by your Wrath, Starfire, and Starship spells to the target will also damage the enemy marked by your touch of balloon. Wait, what? Oh, so it's literally just the same as the Destruction Warlock thing. As Bane of Havoc. Just Druids get Bane of Havoc. That's what I'm reading. Incarnation. I would, you know, I would think Incarnation is gonna be insane. There's a mistaken chance to flesh out a complete picture. What? We're only seeing legendary. There's a mystic enchant to flesh out a complete picture. Oh. Oh, there are many. Whoops, didn't read that. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, so the epic ones in that. Because, yeah, I haven't gone over them, so I don't really know. Incarnation, Mangle, and Shred cause the target causes a swiping attack. Basically like the Shadow Blades, Rogues. Epics and regular ones. Okay. Feral Frenzy. Sounds insane. 1.5 seconds for 50% weapon damage and applying bleed. Stacks up to 5 times last 10 seconds. Sounds pretty good. I'll still always take Incarnation, I think. Tiger's Fury is active. Any rip apply will grant you 6 energy every time it deals damage. And the energy cost of your ferocious bite is reduced by 15%. By 15. Not bad. Apply a star fury. Okay, it applies this stuff on the target. Increase the damage the target takes from your Starfire and Star Surge by 5%, stacking up to 3 times. A bit boring. Increase the damage, Wrath and Star Surge. Okay, it's a bit boring. Chosen of a Loon. Resets the cooldown of Star Surge and reduces its cooldown by 50%, 15 seconds. Also activates both Lunar and Solar Eclipse. This just sounds the best thing they get. This sounds like the best thing they get. Balance Druids, that is. Grants now heal allies below 90% health using rejuvenation regrowth, but no longer deals damage, and their health is reduced by 50%. How good is it? If this is good, I mean, it's good for double DPS 2s, I think. Go to the forest. Go to the forest. Reduce the cooldown of wild growth. Okay. Boring. All right.